Hello everyone, I am K. Sadashiva. Welcome to my channel KLR Educators. In our previous lectures, we discussed about the British conquest of Marathas, and we discussed everything about the first Anglo-Maratha War, the different conspiracies between the Marathas and the British, and also the different treaties that were signed between the Marathas and the British. So today in our lecture we are going to discuss the second Anglo-Maratha War, the third Anglo-Maratha War, the causes of these Maratha wars, and also the reasons for the defeat of the Marathas in the hands of the British. Second Anglo-Maratha War. So it took place between 1803 to 1806 AD. There was lack of unity among the different communities of Marathas. So as you know that Marathas didn't had unity among themselves, means they had different communities and large area was under their control, but still they lacked the unity. That's the reason why the Britishers explored this hostile nature of the Marathas, and they defeated the Marathas in the second and third Anglo-Maratha wars. In the meantime, the Peshwa was trying to consolidate his position and other communities didn't like it. So the other communities of the Maratha kingdom didn't like the domination of the Peshwas. That's the reason why when he tried to consolidate his position, they opposed it. So this gave rise to internal conflict among the Marathas. So this rift between the Maratha community gave rise to internal conflict among them. So Peshwa Bajirao II killed Holkar prince and fled away from the Pune. So the second Anglo-Maratha war was initiated by Peshwa Bajirao II by killing the Holkar prince, and he fled away from Pune. So the Holkar community appointed Vinayak Rao as a Peshwa of Pune. So soon after Bajirao II, who killed the Holkar prince, the Holkar community appointed Vinayak Rao as a Peshwa of Pune. So Bajirao II didn't like this move of the Holkar community, wanted to get back the power of Pune, went to British for help. So in search of a friend, Bajirao II went to British, and when he went to Basaine, he signed a treaty with British that is known as Treaty of Basaine. So the British asked to surrender the territory of Maratha in turn when they helped Bajirao II to defeat the Vinayak Rao. So under this treaty, now the Peshwa will be made a subsidiary ally of the British. So Bajirao II accepted for this. Now the Bajirao II and the British will combinedly attack the Peshwa of Pune. So in this image you can clearly understand the agreement that is signed by Bajirao II with the British in the Treaty of Basaine. When the other communities came to know about this conspiracy and the treaty, they rejected it and declared war on the British and the Bajirao II. So when other communities of the Maratha dynasty came to know about this conspiracy and the treaty that was signed between the Bajirao and the British, they rejected it and declared war on the British and Bajirao II. Many communities like Bhonsle, Holkar, Sindhia and others joined together. So all the remaining communities of the Marathas, they combinedly attacked British and Bajirao II. These forces met at central India and fought against each other. The Marathas were defeated badly, and this time many treaties were signed. So at the end of this second Anglo-Maratha war, not a single treaty but multiple treaties were signed between the Marathas and the British. One of the pictures of the events of the second Anglo-Maratha war, in which the Marathas were defeated by the British due to lack of unity among the different communities of the Marathas who fought in the second Anglo-Maratha war. Third Anglo-Maratha war. So by the end of this third Anglo-Maratha war, the entire territory of the Maratha kingdom will be annexed by the British into their possessions. So let us discuss the events of this war. So by this time, Charter Act of 1813 was implemented, and now the East Indian Company monopoly was completely abolished. The monopoly that was given by Queen Elizabeth to the East Indian Company in the year 1600 was completely abolished, and now the East India Company will be working under the British government. So in our upcoming videos, we will discuss the different charter acts that were passed by the British government. So now the British interest was only on annexing Indian states. By annexation, it will provide greater raw material and also market without any conflicts. The reason why the Britishers wanted to annex the different Indian states were they will be able to get different raw materials from the different parts of the country easily, and also they will find a common market to sell their goods. That's the reason why if you annex a territory, you can easily control the territory, and you can easily get the raw material from the territory, and also you can have a big market for your products. That's the reason why the Britishers were trying to annex all the Indian states. So East India Company wanted to annex the Maratha kingdom and was looking for excuses to annex it. The British interfered in the internal matters of the Marathas. There was always a rift among these Marathas which exposed their lack of unity. So now the East India Company was searching for the excuses so that it can easily annex the Maratha kingdom. So that's the reason why they started to interfere in the internal matters of the Marathas. So there was a rift which was going between these Marathas and the British, and also this rift exposed the lack of unity among the different communities of the Marathas. Now the Gaikwad ambassador was killed by the minister of Peshwa. So this third Anglo-Maratha war is initiated when this Gaikwad ambassador was killed by the minister of Peshwa. The English resident in the court of Peshwa ordered the Peshwa to hand over the culprit. So here the English resident is a person who is appointed by the British government in the different courts of the country to keep an update on the affairs carried out by the king with the different parts of the country. So the Peshwa rejected the order of the English resident. So the British attacked the Pune, and finally the Marathas were defeated by the British. When the English resident asked Peshwa to hand over the culprit, Peshwa rejected the order of this English resident. That's the reason why the Britishers attacked the Peshwa, and finally they defeated the Peshwa and captured the Pune. And with this war, the Maratha territory were annexed by the British. So at the end of this war, again a treaty was signed, and on June 13, 1817, Pune Act was passed. So according to this act, the Maratha Confederacy was dissolved and Peshwaship was abolished. Now the complete Maratha territory was annexed under the British possession. One of the events of the Third Anglo-Maratha War, in which the Marathas are surrendering themselves in front of the British army. One of the image when the Pune Act was passed and Maratha territory was annexed into the British. Reasons for the defeat of Marathas. So now we are going to discuss the different reasons for defeat of Marathas. In that, the first one is they never had a stable economy. So since from the beginning the Marathas never had a stable economy. They were continuously facing economic crisis. Their nature was robbing different states. So in search of money, they used to rob different states. No unity among the rulers, which is clearly visible in the first, second and the third Anglo-Maratha wars, in which the different Maratha communities lacked the unity. That's the reason why the British explored this hostile nature of the Marathas and they easily defeated them. Short-sighted rulers, lack of future vision. So the kings who were ruling lacked the future vision, and that is one of the reasons they got defeated in the hands of the British. Supported Pindaris. So who are these Pindaris? Pindaris are the thieves who used to loot the areas which were captured by Maratha chiefs. So these Maratha kings allowed the Pindaris to loot the areas which were under the control of these Maratha kings. And these Pindaris used to help the king in the time of war. That's the reason why a kind of cooperation was between the Maratha kings and the Pindaris. And the Britishers, when they asked the Marathas to eliminate these Pindaris, and when the British went to eliminate these Pindaris, the Marathas came against the British. This is also one of the reasons for the defeat of these Marathas in the hands of the British. They were attached with the Maratha army. So with this, we are done with our today's lecture. I hope you have clearly understood the British conquest of Marathas, and also we have completely discussed everything about the first, second and the third Anglo-Maratha wars. And I suggest you to make a running notes so that it will be helpful for you for your future reference. And if you like my video, please give a like, share these videos to your friends, and also please subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed still now. So thank you one and all. Jai Hind.